CT, Danny Liff, and Julisi boy. We up right now, locking up your Saturday. Tell your bookie send my payment. Lot of opinions, but we only care about one statement. It's Boston Eddie Cappers, yeah. 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 Yeah. Boston Eddie Cappers, yeah.
Welcome in. It is the Boston Handicappers live show from Drifter's Kitchen Bar here in Quincy, Massachusetts. I'm joined by my partners in crime, CT, that's Chris Thurston. CT, what's going on?
Yeah, it was a pleasure doing another live show. I believe it's our third one that we've done so far. Good friends of mine own this bar, and they've done a great job with it. It used to be the Clash of the Ash in Quincy. Did it over, revamped it, and it's become a staple here in Quincy. So always a pleasure to be here with you guys.
Yeah, beautiful place down here. We'll certainly get to that. Are also joined by us, DK Network. It's Mr. Julian Edlow, aka the fill-in host. Jules, what's going on?
Yeah, I think I filled in remarkably this week. It's 11:02 a.m. We're at the bar. Let's go.
Seriously, it's drinking time except for me. And of course, joining us is our guest, Cam Stewart. Cam, what's going on?
Fellas, great to be here. I got to admit, this is the first time I've ever heard CT's real name. So this is a huge development for all of us here. A couple of Baylor guys here. Let's get after it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. CT Bets Chris Thurston is, of course, how's everyone known. And good morning to everyone. Our guy Mike checking in, Boston Handicappers. Let's go. My buddy Jeff Alsip, who's an asshole, says, Dan, get out of Quincy. That's his spy. Unfortunately, I won't be seeing you today, Jeff, because you're a little bitch. So, anyways, let's start the show off, guys. Let's talk about a bunch of stuff. We'll start with a game that I think at least the three of us guys have all been pretty heavily involved in. We see a rather large move on this one this morning. It is the Georgia-Texas game, and move against us, fellas. We did all enjoy some Texas -6. It certainly has Georgia -6. Excuse me. It has been the not so sharp side, no doubt about it. Now we're currently sitting Texas Georgia -4.5. I said that twice. Georgia -4.5. Pretty much across the board here, guys. What are your thoughts in this interesting move here? Because man, I know that Texas is certainly the sharp side today. I understand it. I get it. We've talked about the inability of Arch to really capitalize in big games this year. He did win, the Oklahoma game against Mateer. Mateer didn't really have a hand in that one. Again, I'll start with you, CT. Are you surprised about the move in this game today?
I feel like Texas is taking money because people remember what they've seen last, right? And that's Arch Manning actually performing and not being the Arch Manning that we saw at the beginning of the year and actually completing passes. But Sark has made it very easy for him. The defense has played great. So now all of a sudden Texas is back, right?
Yep.
Well, I think that this is a tall task for them. Go into Athens, night game, play against Kirby, play against our trigger man, Gunnar Stockton, that's been playing great. And we talked about it a lot this year, right? This is not the Georgia D that we're used to seeing. It's just not. But what has Kirby done all year long? In close games, at halftime, he makes adjustments. And what has Kirby done to Sark in the past? He's absolutely owned them. He has Sark's number, and now you have to go in there. Kid who really hasn't played too much in Arch Manning, and we've seen sides of greatness, and we've seen sides of him where it's like, wow, how is this kid starting quarterback for Texas right now? So I'm sticking with my guns. I like the dogs, and I might go back for some more.
All right, let's go over to Cam, because Cam, we haven't heard from you on this game. What are your thoughts on this?
This is where the bias really gets the best of the fellas, because there's nothing on God's green earth like watching the Texas Longhorns lose. I'm not seeing it, honestly. I don't know. You look at not to get too CFP into you guys, but you look at their schedule. I mean, really the impressive wins are Vandy, still go either way with Vandy, and OU. And that was kind of an abomination of a game. Obviously really not here in that one. Not much Arch Manning in that one either. So I'm not really sure why this one's moving. I mean, give me the dogs 10 times out of 9. Like, I mean, that's such easy.
I love that. That's good.
So easy. Like basically what CT said, like we're just going head coach matchup. There's no contest, man. Kirby has Sark in a blender every time. I mean, I don't see how that's going to change in Athens. I don't really see this one being a one sport.
Jules, any thoughts on the line move here? I guess against us in this early Saturday morning move.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming down this much. I thought maybe 5.5, and now it's going 4.5. So that surprises me a little, but I am sticking with Georgia as well. CT laid it out. We have pretty similar handicaps on this game, but just to emphasize a couple of his points, Georgia, I mean, Kirby Smart's had his way with Sark. They got out to a good start to the game in Austin, but otherwise it's been all second half, and they were good second half in that one too. But I trust Georgia to make those second half adjustments, and it hasn't just been against Texas. You want to look at this season, they couldn't stop Tennessee for their lives in the first half. They got some stops in the second half to fortunately win that game. Ole Miss, they couldn't get stops early. They got them late and won that game. They shut Alabama out in the second half. No, they shut Alabama out in the second half. Alabama was good enough in the first half, did enough in the first half to win the game. Georgia only got one touchdown in the second half. They left some meat on the bone for sure. They passed on a field goal that could have tied the game on a really bad fourth down play that did not work. But they shut Bama out in the second half. This is, this I could see being a game early, tied at halftime. Maybe you want to go Georgia live, Georgia second half. I think there's a lot of different angles in this one. But and again, that SEC championship game, that was when Beck got hurt, and they figured it out with an unexperienced Gunnar Stockton at the time. I think if this presents the opportunity for Georgia second half, that would be a spot to get back in, or just wait for that if you're not getting involved.
Yeah, again, very interesting move today. I'm going to again disagree with a lot of the moves that are happening today, but that's again, I do not like the card whatsoever. And kind of is what it is.
The card doesn't like you either.
That's part of it. Let's talk about some big breaking news from Pete Thamel coming out about an hour ago. James Franklin, Virginia Tech, in early stage of talks about a candidacy. Sure sounds like he's going to end up at Va Tech, which, if you guys have seen the news about Va Tech in the last couple of weeks, they are going to be injecting a shitload of money into this program in the next year or two. It is. I mean, it's still a big time spot.
Yeah,
the
expectations are to win a national championship or win an ACC championship.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, thrown away at Penn State. Worse.
That's why he was perfect at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
It actually it worked really well at Penn State too, because the expectations were like, okay, win 10 or 11, sneak in, and if you lose, you lose. It's still a good season.
All but like 5 or 6 teams in the country are taking what he did at Penn State.
Correct.
Like all of them except for again a handful of teams.
Right. Penn State.
Yeah. Where's Baylor's moving on this? Come on. Anyway,
yeah. So we do have some other stuff today. No Nico Yamaliava against Ohio State. That number is out to 34 now. Most places out from 31.5. Is Yamaliava worth the 2.5 point move? I'd say probably yes. He actually played really well last week. So that's certainly interesting. Wisconsin starting true freshman Carter Smith at number 2 Indiana today. He was terrible against Washington. Did run for 47 yards. He is the dual threat guy. Only 3 of 12 against that defense. Now they're facing Indiana. I wonder if the interception prop is certainly live there. Michael Van Buren Jr. is in line to start for LSU today, guys. So as we talked about on the podcast, no Garrett Nussmeier. We had that pretty early in the week. I thought that was certainly interesting. Cincy, we talked about this one on the podcast as well. No Caleb Goody. It sounds like he's going to be out. He's their leading wide receiver, and also no Pryor. So their top running back and their top wide receivers out. Elijah Surratt also out for Indiana. I believe that's pretty much all the major injury news that we got today. Jonah Coleman available. Rasheem Biles available. Oh, Braxton. Yeah, we talked about it in the podcast as well. Braxton. I don't think that was publicly known, but we did talk about that one. He's questionable as well. So
Not injury related, Dan.
Yep.
But Michigan State going to the back.
yeah, no, I think he started last week too.
Did he?
I think he started
thought
last
did.
week.
Or they're sticking with him.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
sticking
so
with him.
now
It was a
back.
question because Charles actually played a little bit in and out of that game. So.
Right. So I
But
didn't know. I thought that was kind of up in the air and probably wouldn't have gotten that. I don't like Michigan State's backup too much. I kind of was interested in Michigan State with the flat spot for Penn State. I can't do it now, and now I'm like, is this game an under? Is it a Michigan State team total under?
I mean, I
I haven't bet anything, but I'm
yeah. I mean,
looking.
I think the number actually has moved from 7.5 to 7. I think the market does kind of prefer the old backup
I
there.
think
Well, I don't.
it's just tough for Penn State to get up for this.
I know.
After having
I'm-
Indiana like on the ropes and like should have won that game, it took the best catch in college football history
Yep.
to win that game, and I'll stand by that. I keep saying that all week, but it's the truth. And now you have to wake up and go to and play at Sparty in East Lansing after you still haven't won a Big Ten game all year. I don't know.
It turns into probably a state.
Yeah.
LSU, I don't think is going to be a state.
Yeah, why don't we talk about that LSU
Fire
game? Considering no Garrett Nussmeier again, we talked about that midweek. Was kind of not a major surprise to me. Right now we're seeing circa 4.5, bet 105, 4.5. Some of the sharper books in market right now sitting 4.5. What do you guys think? Thinking about in this one? Obviously, again, we talked about the lack of the offensive explosion for LSU this year. They've been stagnant at times, so I think is kind of an issue. Total down to 57.5. That Arkansas defense has been asked. I don't know no other way to say it. I think we're going to see LSU 4 before kickoff. That's a 12:45 kick, which is a weird kick time. But I think we're going to see a 4 before kickoff once Nussmeier is officially ruled out. I think that number probably drops to 4 because I think he's doubtful right now. I think once he's officially ruled out, that number probably goes around 4. I know we all had some interest in that. You guys still have interest. I'll start with you, Jules. You still have interest in that.
Yeah, I think that we might just be a week behind on the spot for LSU. Everybody wanted the spot for LSU last week with Pryor and Brian Kelly, which, this is a, personal in your gut, like what is this worth to a handicap when a team moves on from a coach? And I thought moving on from Brian Kelly is about as high of a coach's fired boost as you can ask for. Brian Kelly is not a likable dude.
At all.
I don't know. Do you know anybody who likes Brian Kelly? I don't. So,
Certainly not in the South.
I
In the North, I'd say probably not either.
Probably not either.
You're welcome back here.
I think BC would fucking love him. At this point.
yeah,
Yeah.
But like,
He's a
Anybody would love
perfect
BC would love anybody right about now.
yeah, okay. So
You go, Brian isn't working out. Why?
you get the coach fired boost, but you have to do it with a dinged up quarterback on the road Saturday night in Tuscaloosa. Alabama's a wagon. Like, I get that it's a good spot, but you're going against a buzzsaw. So now I think we get that bump for LSU. You're back home. You're playing against a Swiss cheese defense, and you're with a quarterback that Arkansas. We'll see how good he is. We've seen him play a little. He's been all right. Arkansas doesn't have much tape on him.
The backup bump is always a good thing, too. Especially it has been this year.
You're doubling down with the backup bump, the coach fired bump on a week delay almost, and Arkansas just doesn't have it, in my opinion. So I'm pretty interested in LSU. I'm going to wait till kick, see where this goes. But this feels like an LSU spot just a week after everybody else thought it was an LSU spot.
And we see some first half 3 even money right now at Circa. I certainly think that maybe that 2.5 could be an interesting look, especially if it gets there 2.5 minus 120. That'd be an interesting first half look. Cam, you're a Baylor guy.
Yeah.
Let's.
I might not work with
Well, no, you apparently you spit a jalapeno Viva on your mic.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you still sound good. I can hear it. Shot the guy. I don't know.
Nobody can hear me anyway. You guys have it.
Don't overthink it.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it.
Okay, all right, Jules. I turned you up again, so hopefully I turned up
Somebody
multiple
in there
times.
let me know. Do I sound all right?
Now I'm being told we need to turn everything down. So here we go. I got told we got to turn it up. Now I'm being told we got to turn it down. Oh man, this is why you need a long mic check. But either way, you do sound.
Cam agrees with Jules on the Tigers. I agree as well.
Yeah.
Dan Burns going to play. I like that better for the Tigers because Nussmeyer's been a statue all year long. Van Burns got the legs. He can move. And we got boots on the ground, partner. I forgot to tell you this. Rudy G, he's down there at the game right now.
That's right.
I asked
Rudy
him
G.
if the guys are going to get up for today. He says he thinks so because a lot of the leaders have still been posting stories on Instagram that have to do with LSU football, which is a good sign because, Cam, you and I know well, once a team checks out, they are checked out, man, and they stop. It sounds so like ridiculous that we're saying that, like they stop posting stories on Instagram and stuff, but that's like kids these days, and that's what they do. And if you're checked out, they stop doing that, and if you're still bought in, that's what they're doing. So it's good to see that. I like to hear that from our guy Rudy. I like LSU in this game. As soon as it hits 4, I'll be playing.
All right, so we do have a comment here. It ain't Jules. It's all the background noise. We do have a few people here at the show. We are at a bar. There are some people here hanging out. Yeah,
It's filling up here.
that's right. Yeah,
Everybody heard they had a chance to meet CP Betts in person. There's a line around the corner.
yeah. Seriously, everyone loves it. These mics are supposed to be pretty good. They're not supposed to include the background noise, but shit happens. We're doing it. We're doing the best we can. So
We got to get into some Big 12 stuff with our.
I was just going to say it's time to move over 369, 370, the Utah Baylor game. Guys, I don't know. Have you seen the move on this one this morning?
It's back up to 9.
Not 9. It's at 10
Come
right
on.
now. It's at 10 right now at Circa Sports over in Vegas, which I think is just an absolute insane number.
Crazy.
We talked about. I mean, look, I kind of liked. 10 right now flat at Metallic, some sharper subs. The total sitting 60 still. Cam, you're the Baylor guy. I mean, CT is too, but you're the Baylor guy. Tell me what you're liking.
He's more dialed in than me.
Well, it depends on the day. Once the players check out, I'm kind of checking out. The thing that scares me about Utah in this number is since Utah lost their Tech, that was the end of September, they are plus 140. They're not.
You fed Colorado for about 70 of
a
those.
lot. And they are kicking the shit out of teams, man. Like they are, like talent-wise, there's such a huge gap between like the top 3 teams in the Big 12 and the rest of it. Competitive conference, the talent gap is there. The thing about Baylor, like if you're gonna do this, you guys, if you're gonna do the college football game, there's gonna be some guts in it, right? And Baylor has had everything go against them this week. Right? All the controversy, AD is out, all kinds of things swirling around that. The coach is probably still about to get fired. Like, he was so close to being fired that UCF game a few weeks ago. UCF came in with the number 2 rushing offense in the Big 12, and Baylor had the 3. That's
Right.
Like, by no means should that have worked. They held UCF to 74 yards and hit 1 by 4. It just made no sense. They're coming off a bye. David Randall, although it was bad the last time he came off a bye earlier this year against TCU, he's got, I want to say that makes it a 6-3 record coming off a bye for him in his time at Baylor. So the numbers are still pretty good there. I just got to think they keep it within 10.
I'm right there with you.
That's a huge number. I have a sneaky feeling they're going to keep this thing close. I thought UCF was going to be able to hold the ball against them with that run offense, just keep the ball out of Baylor's hands, and they couldn't. So if we're taking a battle of quarterbacks, Baylor is a better quarterback, and I think that's enough to possibly keep it close. So are you playing some good football the last couple of weeks?
I totally agree, and we talked about this on our pod this week, and I said, all right, this number, night game in Waco, like you're gonna give me 9-10 with Sawyer and probably one of the best wide receiver rooms, and if not the best tight end in the country.
Arsenal of weapons that Utah.
For sure.
Utah's got a great defense, don't get me wrong, but this is the best team.
Absolutely. Sawyer's playing at an absolute elite level. We were lucky to grab him in the transfer portal from Miss State, and he's been great. And Aranda, like you said, every game, I said this to Dan before the UCF game, I said, if they lose this game, Aranda's going to get fired. He's like, you think? I'm like, yes. I think he's coaching for his job every week right now. And if Utah comes in and blasts Baylor, night game at McLean, I think he's gone on Sunday.
You get to remain he's fired?
I think that's a totally different discussion. But well, you know what? That's a good point, right? With all the Max stuff going on, I don't know if they come in and
All things being equal,
yes, right. Should. But that's a whole nother discussion of the macros and the AD fan of Baylor and the college committee football playoff chairman.
Yes.
And he's not the next guy's not the chairman. His spot on the board is being replaced by the Utah AD.
Oh, I did not know that.
Too much going in
Oh, wow.
Utah's direction here.
That's
Fellas
crazy.
are out.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Well, I've been working on the sound while you guys were discussing this game, trying to fix the sound. So apologies for being in and out.
Yeah. That's good.
That's right. Yeah.
I let the Baylor guys pop in.
That's right.
I don't have much of an opinion on this game. You guys know I'm
You're a Utah guy.
Right. You say Utah guy.
Year after year after we go there this year. I mean, Pam said it. Utah's been kind of scary recently.
Yep.
They have the ability to play great defense and run the ball all over you. Big number. This isn't a game I'm betting, and I prefer to two Baylor guys give us strong.
All right. So we're,
Pretty close. I don't know. This guy over here.
all right. Well, speaking of too close, we're gonna try something here because what I'm hearing is the sound from everyone else behind you, Cam, is the problem. So I'm gonna have Jules push over, see if he
Why
can.
don't I just tell all of them to shut up?
No, I'm gonna tell you to shut. I'm gonna tell you to slide on over so that we can do all of this and see if that ends up working a little bit.
Switching gears here.
Yeah, so let's see if that works. I'll slide over a little bit too. We'll see. It's gonna be a fun tight squeeze. All right, since we're gonna try that, see if that works a little bit better. It might just be the sound there. It might just be we're fucked. It is what it is. But either way, let's move over to a game that we all kind of like this week, and we all kind of want to talk about. 351, 352, Notre Dame and Pitt. This one's out to 13 almost everywhere. There are some 13.5s in market. The 13, there was out to 14 actually for a little bit. The 14 got gobbled up really quick. By the way, it does sound a lot better with Cam over here, so it definitely got to be the sound. So now we're at sitting 13, 55 the total. We've seen the total come down 3.5 points since the open. I do not think this is going to be a great performance for Pitt. I think this is going to be a great performance for Notre Dame. This is a really difficult spot for them. They have not been a great road team. We just saw them go into Chapel Hill, into Newton, Chapel Hill, and struggle a little bit against BC. Chestnut Hill, I had a brain fart there. Chestnut Hill, Chapel Hill, Bill, too many Bills, too many Chestnut Hills, whatever.
It's all mixed up when it comes to anything close to Patriots.
100. That's it. Yep. Me and the Patriots this year, not friends apparently. Everything about the Patriots I've been wrong about. Twitter has told me that in the past 24 hours. It's been super fun, let me tell you. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. So, but either way, let's talk about this game. I still like Pitt. I think this number gets up to 14, and again, this is going to kick off in about 30 minutes or so. I do think I'll probably have to fire some Pitt in this one. I like Notre Dame. Obviously, we've seen what they've done. I still think they struggle a little bit on the road in these big-time situations. They've always struggled going to Pitt. It's been a spot, it's kind of been a bugaboo for them. This feels like a bit of a difficult spot for them in general. Do you guys still feel that way, or are you guys kind of turning towards the Notre Dame side and moving with the steam here?
We've got a young lady walking in Notre Dame. So the bopper's going to be
Love that.
screaming in the face in this one, cheering on Pitt.
Love that.
Her cousin visited there once.
I did bet this game after our opener and after our podcast. I bet over 53.5. I'm not sure if that's
That is, it's 54 and a half is the best one. Would you still give out 54.5 Jules?
54 is semi, 30 to 24 is,
Yep.
Is an outcome.
Yep. Mildly key number.
If it's 54, if you can get me a 54 by the time we go off, I'll give it play. But where's my okay? These are two of the country's elite. Notre Dame scoring 38.7. Pitt scoring 37. That's 7th and 11th nationally. Pitt at home 43.4 points per game, and they're averaging 40 on the nose over the 5-game winning streak since the quarterback came. Scoring points. Notre Dame's defense has improved, but is it all the way there? Going on the road, we'll find out. But obviously, a must-win game for Notre Dame. They all have been since mid-September. They're going to be put on the gas. Pitt plays with pretty good pace. I think both teams are gonna score in this game. And I'm
50, pretty much 55 across the market right now. So yeah.
I thought we were moving more. We're moving numbers.
It's Jules. Don't worry. Definitely Jules.
All right. Good luck. Maybe there's no score in the first 5 minutes. You can play live.
Yeah. All right. So Jules, you're sitting. So you're sitting on got to be 54 for you. Okay, that makes sense. Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait a couple minutes.
Cam, CTE, do you guys have a concrete plan anything in this one?
I love it. I mean, you said it. I don't know if you got to take a little bit of a soft tax with the ACC in general.
Right.
In this game, so look at Notre Dame's schedule. And like, I don't know if it's college football playoff material this point, to be honest with you. And Pitt, I mean, kind of plays the conference. It's the worst in D4. They lost to the second worst team in the Big 12 this year. These are two teams who can light up the scoreboard, don't have great schedules. It's going to be an awesome match.
This is right.
Because they play whoever they want to do whatever they want.
They don't have to prove themselves in the conference title game. They're just like, well, 10-2.
I
have Notre Dame to make the
smart
college
way.
football playoff.
So do I.
Beat them, so
Yeah.
they're really good. I think they're going to go 10-2 and get in.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like Notre Dame in general. Play whoever they want.
They're good because people tell us they're good.
Right.
Like that's Notre Dame every year. People tell us they're good, and their losses are good.
Correct.
So meanwhile, not to go backwards here,
get a good win.
Utah might not be the best two-loss team in the country, but they have the two best losses in the country. Well, right up there. And Notre Dame is a good
Texas Tech and who?
Yes.
and BYU.
I mean, Notre Dame has A&M and Miami, which is on Miami on the road. Not terrible. Yeah.
The A&M loss is good.
A&M's a fucking wagon.
because they should have won that game as well. So they mixed extra point.
That's my backdoor coverage season, by the way.
Oh my God.
Plus 6.5.
Yeah, it was. I had Notre Dame minus
And then
6.5.
A&M came down and scored.
Yeah, scored with 9 seconds left in the game. Good win.
Yeah, and I'm looking.
My mic is off. I'm
Yeah.
gonna keep that
All
mic
right, Jules. Replug in your mic. How about that? How about you take it out, you plug that bad boy back in.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe blow on it a little bit.
All right, there you go. Now we're gonna see. But it does have. It sounds fine to me. I can hear you perfectly fine. I so.
Somebody else comment again. Become the storyline of the show.
Hey, Jules, can I interest you in a Notre Dame
It's got to be -200.
By the way, Caesars has an over 54 right now. They're the only place in the market that does have
So
it.
is that's official play, Jules?
So are you playing over 54?
54 that it's play.
All right, there you go. Las Vegas for everyone. I probably should bump up this.
Viva Las Vegas.
So we'll move on. I'll put that in, Jules. Anything else in this game, guys?
I got nothing here. I think Notre Dame wins this game, and like Jules says, finishes 10-2, makes the playoffs. If there was a game since they lost those two games that they would slip up, it would be this game in Pitt. Don't let Narduzzi fool you, though. He doesn't want to lose this game. He does not want to get blown out by 100 points. But would it surprise me to see Notre Dame cover this game? No. I mean, the way that Jeremiah's been playing and the way that Carr has settled down, I mean, Notre Dame looks really, really good on offense. They got the pieces back on defense, too. And, like, listen, you and I talk about it.
Yeah.
There's no one that's that good this year.
I agree.
And, like, so Notre Dame gets in. I mean, would you want to play them?
No, I actually think Notre Dame has a chance to mildly do some shit if they get into the game. So. All right, now let's move on. Why don't we head over to some plays here, guys? It is Saturday. We haven't getting out of tough. Jules apparently is going to have to go with sign language the rest of the day. That's a very nice one. Yeah, there you go. Maybe, should I just unmute your mic? There you go.
Apparently, you absolutely
I did. You know what? Everything's getting fucked up. This is what happens.
That's all right.
Shit happens. It is what it is. We're doing our best. So, all right, Jules. Do you have any other plays for you today before we start moving around?
I will have combinations of Alabama, Georgia, and USC tied together in money line parlays.
We love those so much, Jules.
Yeah.
Those have been so profitable
Yeah,
for us in the show.
maybe I should have said that out loud.
Yeah, there you go.
Not official show plays though. They won't curse us.
How about
all those teams? Can we really quickly talk? I know we've covered USC, Iowa. I don't want to talk anymore about the game because put them in a bubble. And I think the USC offense, Iowa's not going to keep up. In the Hawkeyes' most grittiest Iowa move of all time, they've decided to bring a tornado with them to Los Angeles, where it rains 3 days a year. I remember a Red Sox game over the last couple of years where they were playing the Angels and there was a rain delay, and the Angels were like, "What do we do? We haven't had a rain delay in 10 years." That's how often. Yeah, that's how it's like we can do it. Like they don't even know rain there now. Hurricane Iowa, we're bringing a tornado to town, boys. Like,
I mean, that's what they do, baby. That's Iowa football right there.
It is. It's unbelievable.
So that's all I wanted to say. If you want to scale down on USC, if you haven't bet it yet, or you did, you want to buy some back, voice that. I'm on USC to play. We're rolling with it. But how the hell are the Hawkeyes bringing a tornado to LA with them?
It's a good point. And I was talking with Chuck about this morning. And I gave out USC -6.5. Now I'm hoping don't even play this game. Play it tomorrow and let me come back on a better line on USC because it favors the Hawkeyes for sure.
Got up to 7.5 when we were out Thursday night.
Sharp money drove it up to 7.5. I'm on USC -6.5. It kills me, but both my teams here playing against each other. But you're right. It's like Kirk finds a way to like somehow bring the weather with him. It's wild.
Apparently, we need to start sharing Jules' mic because it still sounds like absolute shit. So sorry, Jules. You're just I guess you're just gonna have to talking to CT's mic. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is. All right, so Jules, no more points for you. How about the Georgetown play? Okay, yeah, there you go. Here we go. It's talking to CT's mic. You guys are boyfriends.
All right.
Yes.
This is actually one of my favorite plays of the day. I know everybody calls football and we're really early in college basketball. Georgetown opened 3.5 at home against Clemson. If you go to any metrics site, your NCOM, metrics, or whatever, it's going to tell you that Georgetown isn't good. Here's what Georgetown has done so far. They went in a scrimmage to Kentucky and won it rough.
Yeah,
and they went on the road on a Friday night, quick bus ride over to College Park in Maryland, and smashed the Terps by double digits as underdogs. Dan, we were talking about that game.
I bet 8.
I was mad
I bet 8 the night before.
Get 8. I gave it out at +6. It went down to +4.
Close 4. Yeah.
Play some money line. Georgetown looked great. KJ Lewis transferred from Arizona. Great on both sides of the ball. Their leader, Matt, the point guard, is back. He's a great coach. They have some other young pieces that have been in the program that are playing well. Clemson's highly ranked in the metrics.
But we just don't know what they are. They haven't played anyone.
They won by big margin. I can't name the teams they played. I don't remember. They were all no-name small schools. They smacked. But this game is in DC, home game, new tip for the boys. I think Ed Cooley is a team for real. This is one of the two college teams that I am betting. Georgetown is now pretty much fifth.
It's one everywhere. By the way, they beat Gardner-Webb, they beat New Hampshire, and Morehead State are the 3 teams. They smashed them all pretty good. Beat New Hampshire by 50, beat Gardner-Webb by 38, and beat Morehead by 27.
Right. And Georgetown's been kind of foot off the gas in their other games. I think they beat Bennington by like 13 this week. But what we've seen the boys do when the lights come on is impressive. So that is a showcase we call it Georgetown.
Okay. All right.
Now the sound is going to absolutely blast according to the on my mic.
Seriously.
Here's your mic.
Seriously.
VIVA Las Vegas.
Standard, that's okay. It doesn't matter to me as long as it's close. Either way. All right. So Georgetown. What else you got, Jules? So you got one more, right? Yeah, I mean, might as well. We're giving out picks. Might as well just do them all right now.
I mean, we got CT in the crowd with the Utah Blue. That's worth like 3.5 points in my model. This opened
even to get in the door.
This opened 3.5 on DraftKings. I wrote it up immediately. Now we're at what? 5.5, 6, 6.5. It's up there. I would lay it with UConn. I would look double result with UConn, or no, I'm sorry, high UConn. They will play I think number one, better home court for UConn. I know AJ's advanced, great talent. He's going to have a cheering section as a Boston guy. But long trip for BYU. It's going to be a UConn home court. Early as a 13 seed, early brings back a really talented roster. And maybe, as much as I like Dynasta, I think he's a great prospect and he seems to be a very good kid, maybe he's going to try and do a little too much individually in this game in his hometown with a lot of French fans in the crowd. Mess up the flow for a very good BYU team. I don't have much bad to say about BYU, but I like you from it.
Okay, there you go. I'll start with you, CT. Anything that you like today?
I'm going to add a college football late night special here.
Okay.
And the other side is taking some money and it's moved down quite a bit here. I'm going to bet Fresno State -3.
Viva Las Vegas.
Okay.
You know who one of the coaches is for Fresno State partner?
I do.
Brian Ferentz. Got some ties there. Talked to some people down there. Whole team's coming off a bye this weekend. Fresno State coming off that big win at Boise. Likes what they're seeing down there in Fresno with the Bulldogs, Danny. That's their mascot, Danny.
I'm well aware.
That's the Bulldogs. I like them to take care of business here. I agree with the opener of this game. Like closer to 4.5, 5. Like I said, Cowboys taking money here. Fresno State takes care of business, gets the win, and cover. That's a play. Fresno State wins.
Okay, all right, Jules. Anything for you? Or sorry, anything in the hardcore for you, CT? Jesus.
I'll be live in the stadium there for the UConn BYU game.
Okay.
I wish Jules' employer took bets from me, and I could have bet -3.5 last night, but they don't. Unfortunately, I couldn't. Now it's 5.5. I lean UConn, but I think I'll be able to get better in player or second half partner.
Okay, all right, there you go. All right, Cam, over to you. Anything that you like today? College football, college basketball?
Let's ask
anything?
Cam about the other big game in the Big 12, what he feels in the BYU game.
Sure.
We haven't talked that game at all.
Sure, we can talk about the BYU game.
I've stayed away from BYU all year. I just don't know with the quarterback. They're just so tough to pick. Obviously, it's actually pretty easy to pick. They really lost one game, so it's pretty easy to pick. Cincinnati is a good, talented team. On the road, it's a pretty good road environment.
Yep.
I like
I know.
Cincinnati outright in that one.
So that's Cincy, Arizona. Cincinnati is.
Oh,
It's all right. I got you, brother. BYU is at home tonight. TCU, first of March. All good.
BYU, I never bet against them on an 8-15 pick. TCU is going all kinds of different directions. They have a sneaky person on the hot seat.
Yep.
Josh Hoover's been up and down the line. I never picked BYU. I guess BYU on an 8-15 pick.
All right.
These are not good aggressive, by the way. I think you guys will hear that out there. Yeah, so
I agree.
it's pretty dumb. I wouldn't call it any kind of show. The other ones I'm looking at, OU and Alabama. I love staying away from these kind of games. But I had OU at plus 6.5. You look at how they've done against similar defenses this year. Everyone's going to point to the UCLA where Material was off. Obviously, we know Material was not healthy about that game because it was the Red River game and they had to. But you look at the other two games they had against similar defenses-wise, and they were Auburn and Michigan, and Material went for 270 most of those games. So I like them at 4. The other one, sneaky, Virginia versus Duke.
Yes.
Okay.
Looks like Chandler Morris is going to play.
Yes, that's the big thing. Chandler Morris is going to play. Virginia really hasn't beaten anybody this year, except Louisville, which is a decent win. Like that's not bad. But their big win was Florida State. Florida State's terrible. Duke doesn't have a good schedule either. There's not a lot of signature wins.
Just lost to UConn.
Yeah.
All right.
I had Duke. I had it at Duke at 4.5. Not a good home field advantage. This is a bit of a personal pick, fellas, because I'm named after him in your stadium.
Oh.
But I am married into a family that has 4 UK grads. I think the Wowies get a bounce back. It's just not a tough place to play. Duke doesn't have a lot to play for. Virginia can still talk themselves into a potential berth in the ACC championship game and a potential college football playoff. It's an uphill battle for them, but I like UVA plus 4.5.
All right. I am going to give out, actually in that game, guys. I went back to it last week. I'm going to go back to it again. I'm going to give out the over in that Duke game again. I do think, again, one of the things that we're going to see is a lot of high-powered offense from these teams. I love the way the Duke offense has finally come around with Daria Mensah. I like, obviously, the Virginia quarterback. Whit Morris, the offense is a hell of a lot different. Do I think he's going to be 100%? No. Do I think they'll probably simplify things for him today? He probably still has concussion, but I still trust that, again, we don't talk about the C word anymore because it's a Blue Mountain State. But to be honest with you, I still think he'll end up being a pretty good. I like the offense. Give me over 50. I think that 60, which is still widely available for everyone. Final game I did want to talk about before, and I got nothing else today in college football. I do not like the slate at all. BYU, UConn. I know we talked about it quickly with CTB in the stands there. You guys all like UConn, all three of you?
I mean, I didn't give it out. I said I lean that way. I don't want to lay 5.5.
So,
I don't want to lay 3.5.
the only thing I'd be interested in that game is Dibanska over prop in terms of points. I do think he's going to show off family, friends, that type of game. I do think that could be an interesting game.
With the DeMont on.
Really?
No, I do.
Well, he didn't give that.
I'm saying part of the handicap, and again, I didn't give out on late. I do like the minor part of the handicap. But I don't agree with Dan. I think that's great. Over. He might have a great individual game that takes away from the flow a little bit. He's going to have a lot of friends and family. He's going to have a lot of friends and family there. He's going to want to show up. He's very talented. He did a good job playing with him. Other things against Villanova. But again, part of the reason I like UConn is that BYU showed last year really good Villanova game. And yet there they are, trailing by a point with like 3-4 minutes left. I think they're a little raw. But again, that man's going to show up.
Yeah, it's tough for me to pick against the fellow son of the South Shore. Like Monza, with a couple of South Shore kids, but I saw this last year when, again, I'm just going to bring, you guys bring me on, I'm going to bring a Baylor bias. All right, BJ Edgecombe, now watching the Celtics up in Philly. Freshman last year, he actually played in the Bahamas, from the Bahamas, and he had 2 terrible games out there. So maybe I'll put worse. I'm going under on the line. Wow. It crushes me, Alex. I hate betting against the South Shore. All right, I really do. But he moved to Utah High School. I don't know how much South Shore is going.
I mean, he just got out of high school. He's still a kid. But anyways, that's going to wrap it for us.
Two quick things.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
One, Drifters and Quincy.
Yep.
Huge shout out to them. These guys are awesome. If you're in the Boston area, please come check them out. Will and Andrew are very good friends of mine, and they've done an unbelievable job with this. Two, thank you to Cam Stewart for coming on with us. We've been friends for probably 5-6 years.
Took
now.
everything I said, I was going to say, and took it right out of my mouth. Thank you.
Cam is he said it better.
That's
Correct me
right.
if I'm wrong, Cam, a former beat writer for Baylor, now runs Locked On Baylor. Please check him out at the real Cam Stewart on Twitter. It's tagged in our show from today. He's been great. He's a really big X's and O's guy. Really can talk football and basketball any day of the week, any game. So not a betting specialist, turns to the three of us for tips, but I trust him for information and the trust and
Hopefully you didn't tell us earlier.
better than anybody out there.
I always wait till about noon.
Hopefully you waited early in the year instead of waiting a few weeks before we got him. Now we can't lose, but it took us a couple weeks. It was wild.
Yes.
Good to be back around here and talking to all of you guys.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on today, Cam. Apologies for the sound stuff. I think I figured out what the issue is. We will have it fixed for next time. But it is what it is. Yeah. Well, Jules, to be honest with you, no one gives a shit what you say. The prop shop is still closed. 100%, no doubt about that. I actually liked it over bet. I might feel you on that one. But Maybe you'll lose this because you care about it. We didn't put out a prop shop play, who knows? So, anyways, for everyone here, appreciate everyone. Come on down the Drifters. Come have a drink with us, have a Viva or an Aviva if you're like me, you're a pussy. And you want to come hang out, come hang out. We'll hang out. We'll talk some shop and watch some football, maybe some basketball. Jules might try and win a bet for once, and it'll be a fun day. So, Jules, thank you.
Good luck in cash.
Good luck in cash. Hope everyone has a great day. Happy Saturday. Say hi to your family and friends.